Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderfall Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. So today, I know we're a little bit behind on this one, but we're going to talk a little bit about Be'lakor. Now, he obviously got his full model revealed this Monday on the New Model Monday, the series of articles that Warhammer community are putting together where we get to see a brand new model that's coming out every Monday. So we've got here a little bit about, we've got a cool little video talking about Be'lakor, the model, and we've got the big picture here of the big bad boy himself. There's a lot to talk about in this miniature, I think. And, well, to start off with, he's huge compared to what he used to be. For those who've seen the old Be'lakor miniature, I mean, he was a big thing in Warhammer Fantasy. You know, models were a lot smaller back then. And he just is so weedy a little model nowadays for someone who is such a massive part of the lore. For those who don't know who Be'lakor is as a part of the lore, Be'lakor was actually the first ever Daemon Prince. He is also the first ever chosen. Say that 10 times really fast. Now, what's cool is because he was the first, he was cursed forever crown his successors. He himself was never going to be the true ever chosen. He was always meant to be the person who crowned the next. And so over time he's grown to resent his role and he wants to be the actual ever chosen, not this crowner of ever chosens that he is. And multiple ever chosen in Warhammer Fantasy time were actually slain by Be'lakor as he killed them and like deceived them or tricked them or betrayed them, etc. And he's tried to get Archaon on multiple occasions, failing on all attempts. In fact, the last time he tried in the end times to overthrow Archaon during the end times, but failed. And so let's look at his model. I mean, he's still got the same sort of aesthetics that the old Be'lakor does. I mean, he's got that same sort of four-pronged horn head that he has here. He's got his nice big sword, and just the same sort of pose and everything about him. He's got his tail and all that. But what I really like is down here, he's got a Chaos Warrior on his base. This to me says maybe we're going back to that sort of Civil War era where we're going to get Be'lakor and Archaon really not getting on at all and trying to fight one another. And we've of course got shown that like Broken Realms Be'lakor is a thing. Like we've known this for a little bit. Like obviously Be'lakor got shown he was going to be the next one. But for me, this really signals that, yes, this is what we're going to get. He's going to become a major player in Warhammer Age of Sigmar. I mean, Morathi and Teclis have had the first two books, so this to me just really means he's going to be huge. He's going to be a massive player. Of course, he will be available in Warhammer 40,000 as well. I think it's a really cool model, and I'm glad that something like this is available to both game systems. For me, you could easily take off the Primaris Marine or Chaos Warrior on the base, replace them with like some generic, like even a dead Daemon, or you know, something very generic that probably fits in two worlds. You could get away with like maybe some sort of feudal guardsman that looks like he could either be a Free Guild Regiment member or a guardsman from some feudal world, or some sort of alien creature that also maybe, you know, you could use a Sylvaneth model maybe, or something like that we could use to make him like a dual kit between the two games, which would be cool. For me, this is the interesting picture here. Now, I talked a little bit about in a video before about how I thought Legion of Chaos Descendant might actually become its own army, and to me, that's exactly what this is. I mean, it's got Be'lakor here shown, his AOS version, because we've got the little Chaos Warrior there, and then he's got Daemonet, he's got Daemonettes, Horrors, Bloodletters, and Plague Bearers, so I think Legion of Chaos Descendant is going to get a bunch of new stuff in Broken Realms Be'lakor, which is awesome. I think it's a great army. Chaos Daemons has always been something really cool that Warhammer 40,000 has been able to do. By having a mixed Daemon force, I really, really like the idea of it. And for me, I think bringing this over to Age of Sigmar is a great way to give another faction in Chaos, whilst not really needing to add more models to the range, because Chaos is one of those ranges like Order where it's got a ton of models in those ranges. And this just gives you a whole different way to run them. And this is another one of those armies where you've probably already got some of these models if you're collecting one of the 4 Chaos aligned factions, so either Blades of Khorne, Magickin and Nurgle, Disciples of Zinch, or Hedonites of Slaanesh. You've already got partway to the force, and you know, you could buy now Be'lakor and then dabble into other Chaos Gods, and you've got a second army. I love stuff like this where you can merge into another army with stuff you've already got. This is a big reason why I like Cities of Sigmar, because I've got Cities of Sigmar and I can, play Living City and get some Sylvaneth, and now I can go merge into a Sylvaneth army and gradually have more Sylvaneth units in my Living City, and eventually I've got enough to run a Sylvaneth army, or Caradron, all those sort of things you can do with City, and I think this is just a really cool thing you can do. Armies that share models but don't share entire ranges are really cool, and I think they have a very purposeful place in Warhammer Age of Sigmar in allowing people to get more armies whilst not having to fully start again on a new faction. But that's all that's shown on this. I can't wait to see more. I think this is just such an awesome model. And I guess the last bit to really talk about today is this is the first time we're getting a model associated with the Broken Realms book. I mean, okay, we're getting all the new Lumineth stuff coming out with Broken Realms Techless, but I don't sort of realize that because there's no, major player. I think this is what we're getting, a major player here, a named character updated thanks to Broken Realms, and I want to see more stuff like this. Marathi didn't really give us anything. Techless is obviously giving us some new Lumineth models, but no major players. And so I'd love to see more major players updated like this with a new sculpt in Broken Realms. And this, for me, leads to some interesting things, like who else are we going to see? Maybe there's some other characters that haven't got updated models that maybe are going to get updated models to go along with this, or maybe we're going to see other characters, but that's a whole nother topic. So I'm really excited for Be'lakor. I'd love to hear what you think of Be'lakor. What do you think of Be'lakor, Chaos of Legion Ascendant? Leave some comments down below and let us know. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And also, while you're here on YouTube, why not go check out my featured channel section where there's a bunch of other fantastic Warhammer Age of Sigmar content creators with a bunch of amazing things, from battle reports, painting videos, list videos, and more besides. Also, if you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our little community on Cinderfall Gaming, you can do so by following the link to our Discord server in the description of the video. Lastly, we'd like to give a shout out to everyone who helps support the channel via Patreon or YouTube members. Thank you to James, AJC, JC, Christian Weir, Philip Ward, Soren, Kenny Lowell, Alder and Shot First, Cowspawn, James Crowder, and Andrew Jarvis. Thank you all for supporting the channel. And if you'd like to help support the channel like they do, you can do so by following the links in the description again to either Patreon or YouTube members. Thank you all for watching though. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.